President Obama going after the Republican Party just a bit earlier. He says he hopes to hand over the keys to the White House to someone that is serious about the job. Could he mean someone similar to President Ronald Reagan? Joining me now is author of Reagan Remembered, Gilbert Robinson. Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
The president making some comments directed towards GOP candidates in this race for the presidency. Almost making it look like he's deciding who he's going to hand over the keys to.
That's unusual. You would never have a Reagan do that. In the book, I just finished Reagan Remembered, we have anecdotes about people who have been very close to him. And Reagan had an 11th commandment, and it was speak no evil of the other Republican candidates. And, of course, this is being violated left and right in this campaign. It's unfortunate.
How do you compare now to Reagan times?
Well, I think in Reagan times, you got to think back all the way to Eisenhower. There were 15% independents, Reagan about 20. Now they're about 42%, according to Gallup. And what's happened, the independents are searching around. They don't have a leader like Reagan. There are too many candidates there. And it's a very different time. Reagan lifted everybody up, didn't tear them down.
It just feels like the infighting in Washington, the contentious times that we're seeing, the political environment, it's like no other time that we've seen in history. What do you think that Ronald Reagan would do or say today to make things better?
Well, he demonstrated it. He worked with a totally Democratic Senate and House, and he and Tip O'Neill would fight like cats and dogs, and then at night they'd have a drink together at the White House.
How do you think President Reagan would feel about the potentiality of a nuclear Iran?
I think that he would think that what the people are talking about now, if we don't do this, we're going to bomb Iran. He would say, let's use all the diplomatic means. Let's talk to them. Look, what he did is he brought one of the greatest things to happen to the world is that he got rid of some nuclear weapons, the only person to do that. And with Gorbachev, he ended the Cold War.
And Ronald Reagan got things accomplished, the Reagan White House, that you could not get done today. And this is more of a question, but dealing with illegal immigrants in this country, shoring up Social Security, just kind of basic things that if a Republican candidate talks about some of those, they're lambasted.
Well, he remember when he came into office, it was Carter. We had 20% inflation, in interest rates, right? And over 12% inflation. And he brought that down. He restored the economy. He gave everybody good feelings. And he knew how to lead, and he also knew how to compromise. He said in the book, Reagan Remembered, he said to Jim Baker, look, Jim, and he was his chief of staff then, he said, let's get 80%. Let's not go over the cliff flying, trying to get everything with our flag flying.
Based on everything you're saying about Ronald Reagan, he obviously resonated with the American people at that time. Why do you think Donald Trump is resonating with the American people, leading polls that we're looking at today?
One of the things I just said is that the independents are strong, and they're very upset with the gridlock in Congress. So he has picked one issue, and I think that when you are a Johnny one note, you resonate with a certain amount of people. I don't think he's going to last myself. And also, you can't go out of the parameters of what Reagan said is speak no ill of your fellow Republicans. And he takes on John McCain, who is a war hero, and says he isn't. Takes on Lindsey Graham, who's a very good senator, and others. So he's kind of taken himself off the reservation, from my opinion.
All right, Gilbert Robertson, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Great to have you here.